Hello everyone. So today what we'll be doing is this, which I found on Reddit r/generative. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So as we can see here, I cannot zoom in this, but anyway, uh, it's basically a bunch of tiles, and those tiles are rotated in four possible direction, right? And those are different tiles, meaning there is a couple of variation that they have in here. So I'll be linking this post in the description down below. So yeah, let's get started. So keep in mind this image right here while I explain on the whiteboard. Let me erase this. It's from the last one we did. There we go. Let me also find a pen. All right. So first thing we need to do is uh, define a scale for the canvas, let's say 50. So we'll divide the canvas into a grid uh, of tiles, which will be 50 by 50 pixels, right? For example, there we go. So for all of these, for any given grid, we'll basically randomly call one of the tiling function, right? So we'll have, let's say, a function for arcs, right? This function should result into, let's say here, this is one tile. This function should result into something like this, right? There you go. Something like this, right? There should be also a function for field. So function field arcs, or arc, because there won't be multiple ones, right? So this one will basically be the biggest arc and should be filled in here, right? There you go. What else? Let me take a look. So there is an empty tile as well, it seems. So function empty, which will just be the blank tile. What else? Let me take a look. That's pretty much it. The only other difference I'm seeing is we can maybe pass a boolean in all of those functions, which would be, let's say, with background, right? Uh, right, because with background, we'll basically fill in this and this. And for the empty tiles, I guess we won't fill anything. But that's pretty much it. Also, we have to know that this function filled arcs will randomly select one color, right, that we have. So that's pretty much it. And then we map, and those function will also receive xy of the starting corner piece of the tile, basically. So in this case, for this one, it would be this, and then it'll know the scale. We'll make the scale global so that we can access it through those functions, right? So it'll draw it based on that. And then before drawing the actual shapes that we want, we will rotate by a random value between those four values, right? So we'll have So it's basically 90-degree rotations, right? So basically 0, half pi, half pi, pi, and well, 2 pi is the 0 angle. No, pi, or 2 pi minus half pi, or pi plus 2 pi, right? Pi plus half pi. Right? There we go. I think that's pretty much it. It should be pretty straightforward for a sketch. Hopefully we can get this done in under 30 minutes. All right, let's try it out. There we go. Okay, so I'm starting with a blank canvas for the moment. Let's set the scale to 50 like we said. I think that's a good size. Maybe we want this a little bit bigger. Maybe I'll put 100 for right now, and we'll see if that's too much or not enough. All right, we'll have a list of colors, and I'll create an array using the colors. Again, a big shout out to, give me a second, to Kenny, which made this. So I'll be I'll be stealing his colors. There you go. So this one is black. This one is 32. Okay, so we have black. We have 32, 32, 32. What else? This one. Okay. F60, 100. F60, 100. There we go. What else? Did we did not pick this one, I believe, yet. I'll do it. This one is 283, 283 E, 4E, right? Yeah. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. This one I don't have yet also, and then I think we'll be good to go after that. All right, so 665, 465, 465, D75. There you go. Not 73. Well, I mean, it shouldn't change much. 73 and 75. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. What are those? Okay, anyway. Okay, good. Okay, so let's get started. Let's first make the grid. So we'll have, we'll just have let columns and rows. We won't actually make like an array with grids and tiles in it since we're going to just draw them. So I don't believe we'll need the draw function. Well, we could use it for sure. So here we'll have, let me just think. We will have, yep, okay, calls equals the width divided by config.scale. The rows is going to be the same thing. Row is going to be the height divided by the scale. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's just draw it. Let's just see the actual grid. So we'll just draw rectangles at const x equals the column times the scale, and const y equals the row times the scale. Okay, and I'll just copy this value. There we go. So it'll be at x, y, this, that. There we go. Okay, so we have our grid. That's good. It's overlapping the edge, but it doesn't matter. I think 100 for the scale is fine. We can make it smaller once we get the thing in place. All right, so let's create a function for, we said just arcs, and all of our functions are going to receive x, y, and then what was the other option I wanted? With background. Well, that could be determined later. That's fine. I just want x and y. And maybe SCL. Sure. SCL. There we go. So that I don't have to type config.scale. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, so the arcs. We can have maybe a spacing for the arcs, like between each arcs, of maybe const spacing of, let's say of 4. Sure, that's fine. Now let's do a loop that goes for let x or let, sure, we're expecting scale, well, we just have one scale. Okay, so let I is equal to 0, I is less than the scale, I plus equal spacing. There we go. Okay, so now we need a start angle. So start angle we can put it here, right? So we'll have const start, which should be equal to, let's say, 0, and const end should be equal to minus half pi, right? So now we can draw arc from x, y, which is the top left. So x plus scale, I guess, since we need the bottom one. Okay. Since I want to draw it from the corner bottom and do it like this. I mean, it shouldn't matter actually, because we're just going to rotate it randomly afterwards. So let's do that. So it's going to start from minus half pi to 0. So here we need the scale, scale minus I guess, or just I should be fine. Okay, and then let's do I starts at 1, just for the sake of it, and then start end. Okay, great. Now if I call arcs here, arcs, passing it x, y, config dot scale. Okay. One thing I want to do is no fill. Okay, there we go. And I need to multiply the scale by 2 here. There we go. So maybe 4 is a bit much. Maybe like 6. Sure, 6 looks good to me. But we could do like random between 6 and like 9, right? Sure, that's totally fine. Okay, great. So we have the arcs. We need random rotation, which we will do for all of them, but not for every one of them, right? So no fill, I'm going to put it in here. And actually, I might want the fill white, let's say. And start, this should be like scale minus I. There we go. Right, fill. What's the issue here? Let me think. Scale times 2. Let me think. I need to draw the largest one first, right? So it should be should be SCL minus I. Should just, oh, times 2. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to do this instead. Is greater or equal to 0, and this should be here, and then it should be minus equal spacing. Now whenever I save this, I'm getting nothing. Let's see, what's the issue? No issues. Okay. As long as I is greater or equal to 0, oh, it's still loading infinitely. Okay, I've broke something. Anyway, let's reopen it. There we go. Okay, so now we have to fill background. That's good. Okay, because whenever we want to put the background there, we'll be able to. Okay, and we'll do stroke 0. Okay, just be sure because we might change the stroke in the other ones. Okay, now we just want function filled arc. Again, it's going to receive the same thing. So x, y, scale. Whoa, that's a bit small. Let me close this. Okay, there we go. Maybe it's a bit small for you as well. There we go. That should be fine. Okay, great. Now let's do filled arcs, like we said. So we'll take all of this. We won't need the spacing anymore. We'll just draw one arc. We'll draw no stroke. We'll draw fill, random, colors, and here it'll be scale times 2, scale times 2 as well. Okay, good. Now, what I want to do here is do like random, select a random value, which will be our function, arcs, filled arc, and then call it with these arguments. There we go. Okay, great. And then we could have, let's say, empty as well, and we'll have a function for that. Empty, which just won't do anything, and we'll add it in here, right? Empty. There we go. Okay, great. Cool. Now, let's do the rotation now. So here, we could do something like, so maybe, okay. Should I rotate from within these? Maybe it would be a better idea. I don't know. Yeah, because we're passing X and Y. Let me just think about it. Can I do something? Translate to XY plus scale divided by 2 plus scale divided by 2, rotate random between 0, 0 we said half pi, and half pi plus pi, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Here, if I put in here, I pass minus scale. Oh, and these value needs to be this. And there, if I pass this, I think we'll be good. What is the issue here? Oh, right. Push, pop. There we go. Is it right? Seems to be right for some of them, but not all of them. Okay, what's the issue now? Why is this one, for example, drawing on top of the other one? That is a good question. Let me see. So we're translating to xy. This, oh, divide by 2, I guess. Because I'm adding it here, right? If I were to put 0 in here, it would be right, but it wouldn't rotate from the right axis. It seems like it is. Strange. So wait. Should I rotate before? No, there's something wrong in here. So here, I'm translating. Yeah, I need to translate before rotating, right? Okay. Anyway, so I'm translating to whatever point, center point of the. Oh, no, that shouldn't matter. Oh, wait. I think here I need to pass. Well, maybe I could just pass nothing in here and do something like scale minus scale divided by 2. Let me see. Minus scale divided by 2. And in here, I can remove these and pass as well in here minus scale divided by 2 minus scale divided by 2, right? No, that is also wrong. Why is that happening? Let me revert back to what we had. Okay, let me also remove this. Okay, let me copy this, remove it from here. Let me do push, put this here, pop. Okay, right now I don't think it's rotating from the right point. Or is it? Maybe it is. Never mind. Here, if I put 0, okay, and what if I were to put minus scale divided by 2? And let's just do one of them at the middle of the screen. Width divided by 2. And height divided by 2 as well. Okay, this is not right. And let me only do it for arcs. Never mind that. Let me do it from the corner left of the screen. Oh, and I believe you might not be able to see it. So let me move it down a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Okay, so it's rotating from the right, the edge, right? This point over here, I think. Right? If I refresh. No. It's really special because here it's doing it from here. Could I just randomize those two? No, that wouldn't work. Let me see. What if I were to rotate before? Okay, now it's off screen. Okay, so there's only one moment where it's not off screen. Okay, so it's rotating not from the right place. So if I were to move this here and did minus instead of plus, no, that's not right. I'm trying to rotate from the center of any given tile, right? That's the goal. So so I need to rotate from the center, but still draw it from where it is. Rotate and draw it from 0, 0, possibly, right? Whoa, whoa, no. Okay, now it's rotating from the center of it, but I need to draw it from the corner left. Or, oh no, I was drawing it from the, oh yeah, from the corner left, which is minus minus the scale divided by 2, correct? So let's say from the right. Okay, and minus, okay, there was an issue. Okay, let me move it there and rotate and draw. Oh, no. You know what? Let me do something even simpler, I think. Let me move this array. Let me do 0, 1, 2. I just don't have the brain today, it seems. Okay. And then let's have this array here. Const single give me a second here. I guess I'll just modify. This should start at X, Y. Okay, we definitely have a problem right now. Y isn't not drawing it properly. We've reverted back to what we had. Interesting. Drawing the arcs with the scale, getting the scale here. Do we have any errors in the console? We don't. Okay, then what is the issue? No stroke. Oh, well, no, stroke. 255, fill, 255, arc, X, Y, start. Minus half pi. No, it should start at 0 and go to half pi. Right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe it was that. That was the issue, right? Let me translate to X plus scale divided by 2, Y plus scale divided by 2. And let me rotate. Okay, it's drawing it from there. Okay, now if I did minus scale divided by 2 minus scale divided by 2. Okay, and then if I rotate, sadly I removed the array, but anyway, if I rotate, let's say 90 degree, 180. Okay, now it's working. Okay, let me add back the function, just the random selector. Random. Okay, I think I was just mistaken in the start and end angle. That's why. Okay, half pi plus half pi. Okay, there we go. Now it should work. Yes, great, awesome. Okay, so let me do push pop, and this needs to be just minus scale divided by 2. Minus scale divided by 2, great. And then here, let me call it from here. Random in this array between arcs and the rest, x, y, config dot scale. Okay. We still have an issue for the first one, it seems. Right? See this? But the other one seems fine. Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think we fixed the issue. So let's copy this, put it here, I guess. Let's just keep the fill no stroke. Let's remove this. Let's remove this as well. Yeah, so the angle was bad. And here, let's do pop. Let's do here minus scale divided by 2 minus scale divided by 2. Okay, and then filled arcs. And last one needs to be empty. And maybe I want less empty than the rest, right? So let me just cheat a little bit. Okay, there we go. Even less. I could do this way better, but that's how I chose to do it right now. Let me remove this. Okay. Okay, let me just cheat again. There we go. Maybe 3 of those. There we go. Okay. Maybe less of those. And only 2 of them as well. Okay. Okay, I'm fine with this. You can update it however you like to update it. So next thing is I want to add a background, right? Randomly add a background. So here we'll have width background or BG, that's fine. Okay, so if width background, or you could just call it background, both of them should be fine. We want to fill with whatever given color, random colors, and we want a rectangle at x, y with the scale, and we want no stroke. Okay, let me copy this as well for the other one, or we could just do it. No, because whenever it's empty, we don't want that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So here with BG There we go. And over here, we'll basically just say random between 0 and 1. If it's greater than 0.5, then it's true, otherwise it's false. There we go. So now there's a background some of the time. But you see this here, whenever it's the same color, I don't want that actual background. So let me do something in here. Let me do like color equals this, and we'll use color in here. Okay, and over here, let me do like a copy of the array and then filter it to remove the color that I have, right? See if C is not equal to color, right? Oh, C. Okay, there we go. Now the background should never be the same color as the actual color. There we go. So we're pretty much done. Hopefully you can make something more interesting than what I did. I just copied whatever the other guy has done, which I think is really looking good. But hopefully you can make it your own. That's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. Thank you.